Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 5 or 6. Or I'm losing my mind and don't know what episode anymore. Anyway, it's the episode after the last episode. Anyway, okay. So, hang on. This episode is going to be on biased education. That was Daniel's suggestion. Hopefully I know what he means by biased education. A couple of things come to mind when I see that. So, if I don't cover what you mean, Daniel, just let me know, and I'll try to cover it better. But if I see just the words biased education, I mean, I would think that it would have to do with the people that can afford to go to the best schools. Or what's considered the best schools. Anyway, in this system, best schools is a funny statement in and of itself. But yeah, so obviously, based upon the amount of money that you have, usually in general, not counting any scholarships or anything like that, but in general, people that have more money than other persons are more able to go to what are considered the top schools. So that wouldn't exist in a resource-based economy. Everyone would be able to have access to the best education that we have at that point. We will constantly be learning new things. As Jacques and Roxanne have said time and time again, there's no utopia. We're going to be learning better ways, more efficient ways, safer ways to do things, and learning new things in general. Maybe we'll be at Mars and know nothing about Jupiter, and then you'll be at Jupiter and know nothing about, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll always be learning. And learning improvements. Maybe one material was the best at the time, and then we came up with a new material that was better, and things like that. So that would be taught, whatever we know to be the best of our knowledge at the time would be taught throughout every school, and every person that would be interested in learning would be encouraged to be learning. Each of the cities that are planned are university cities. There's going to be access to education in every single one of the cities for anyone interested in learning them. So I hope that is what you mean by biased education. The other thing that comes to mind about biased education would be education that's taught with a bias, as in I'm trying to think of a good example. It would maybe be schools that only teach creationism and don't teach evolution because of their bias towards creationism, or any type of thing that is taught versus something that is not taught, that there may be evidence for because of a bias, or even, that in certain parts of the world it's very hard for women to get taught because they're women, so the boys get taught and the girls don't get taught, or it's extremely hard for them to get taught. That wouldn't exist in a resource-based economy. We don't care if you're a boy or a girl. You still get to learn. Sometimes I talk about this stuff and I just can't believe it still exists, but it does. Anyway, but so there's a couple different bias. Discrimination bias, I guess, because of your income, your gender, your color, your area origin of birth. That still exists, so that would not exist. And again, we would not be teaching. We would be teaching the best knowledge that we had at that time, scientifically proven knowledge, not just based upon I feel like teaching you this because I believe it, or or something like that. So hopefully, I covered what you meant. But again, if I didn't cover what you meant, just let me know, and I'll make a new one and post it under that one. All right. Thank you, Daniel, and thank you, everyone, for tuning in to what won't exist in a resource-based economy. And I printed out that thread, the initial thread, but you can keep giving me suggestions, and I will really do my best to keep track of all of them. If I miss you, just inbox me, and if I don't get fast enough to the inbox, because wow, there's a lot in there, and it's cute that there's a lot in there, but you can just keep bringing it up. I'm not ignoring you. I just yeah. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.